Hey, what's up guys, it's me, Nicest Komodo, bringing us a brand new video. You guys might have seen my recent video, the Iron Man thing, and I wanted to make a follow-up to that and do a little bit of comic reviews. And to Chris, I'm sorry I couldn't come over. It was kind of like I had to go to the movie type thing, and I wasn't able to come over, but sorry about that. I know he's a little butthurt, sorry about that. But, let me do a quick Iron Man review. Iron Man 3. Everybody's hyping it up to be like the best Iron Man ever. No, it's not the best Iron Man ever. To be honest with you, Iron Man 1 is still like the best, but dude, they really fucked up a lot of things on how the movie was supposed to be, such as the extremeness was supposed to be Tony's type of, not invention, but kind of like his type of weapon. They fucked that up. The suits I really did like. I like how he, towards the end, he was doing some really badass shit with the suits. The Hulkbuster, they typed that stuff to be one of the cooler suits, but only got to see it like twice. Matter of fact, only once, because if you still count the same screen. And yeah, nothing really happened in that the movie. It was kind of, I would give it a 7, not a 9. IGN gave it a fucking 9. That was a little remedial if you ask me. Like, somebody might not have been watching that or might not have been reading the comics, but I give that a 7 because they really fucked up on a lot of things. That could have easily been Demon in the Bottle storyline. I would have loved to see that since I never read it. A lot of people say it's like the best Iron Man story ever, but if you want to go see Iron Man, I highly suggest you go see it in the 3D because a lot of stuff was coming out on the screen, and it was a really good movie. It has points, it has, moments. A lot of the trailer kind of made it seem like Tony was up against his back, and really he wasn't. It was like he lost his money and everything. He just lost his house, basically. And yeah, so if you want to go see Iron Man 3, I would suggest you go see it in 3D. Paying the extra, $5 really isn't that big, but go see it. Pretty awesome movie. And yeah, that's enough for Iron Man. So I picked up, these are a couple weeks old. These are about 2 weeks old, probably 3 weeks old going on, because I know the newest issue of this is out, but I still have to make a follow-up video to this because I always wanted to make a review of this comic because I'm really enjoying Uncanny X-Men. I haven't read X-Men in so long, but I've been enjoying Uncanny X-Men because since there's like 5 million other X-Men books out there, I really enjoy this one out of excuse me, out of, all the other ones. So, here we go. Uncanny X-Men issue 4. You guys can see that? Yeah, you can see it. How can I explain this comic? This comic really caught me off guard because the ending kind of made it kind of like, oh shit, type of thing. But if you guys can see, I'm going to do the Batman thingy. As you guys can see, this is X-Men, Uncanny X-Men issue 3. This is the follow-up. This is basically a video. I did do a video about this, but I never uploaded it and I deleted it accidentally, so yeah. But X-Men, Uncanny X-Men, this is issue 3, and this is issue 4. Issue 4 is what I want to talk about. I don't know why I went to 3, but basically Magic went into a kind of like a coma-ish state in the end of this issue, and the new issue, which came out this week, but I never picked it up yet. Like, I was like, fuck me. But, excuse me, I'm a little sick. And this was pretty awesome. It kind of, was lacking, just like Iron Man was. But, it's, don't even get me started on the Mandarin. I just remember, I should have said something about the Mandarin. But, if you guys watch the movie, if you read the comics and you watch the movie, you're going to laugh your ass off when you see the Mandarin. He was probably the most funniest thing ever, but let me stop. So, Uncanny X-Men, if you want to jump onto X-Men, and you never read the X-Men comic yet, I highly suggest you try and find issue 1, and the thing I hear about this comic is the fucking fact they like to mention a lot of stuff that happened with the Phoenix Force, such as Scott and Emma Frost losing their powers, so that was a little bullshitty. I didn't understand it. I was like, well, how did he lose the powers? And then I was like, Magneto, he lost his powers. I'm like, he was being affected by the Phoenix Force, but it turns out like a lot of mutants were starting to pop up everywhere, and basically this is basically what it sounds like. They're just recruiting new X-Men, and I think they got about 5 new ones. I'm not sure. People I don't care about, like Gold Balls. I know Gold Balls. What the fuck? They got some chick that can control space and time. Like she literally defeated the entire Avengers. Like that. Who else is there? Who else? They got this black dude that can heal. I'm trying to think of who else is there that's pretty interesting. They have a few others, but a lot of people they just haven't like shown their powers yet. But enough of that. X-Men, Uncanny X-Men. If you want to jump onto it, it's not a good time. Wait until issue 5 until they close up a lot of the story arcs with Magic and Scott and Emma, because mostly this issue is about Scott and Emma, and this issue is about Magic and what he calls Magneto. And yeah, so good jump on point. Go get it. Now this fucking comic, this mother. I was so disappointed with this comic, but I'm going to keep it short and sweet. This comic, I was mad because I thought this was the Requiem, the first part of Requiem when Robin dies. Like this is issue 8, but I didn't realize it was not issue 8. So basically, this is all about basically how can I put this? Basically, Robin dying in his aftermath, well, not his direct aftermath. Again, his direct aftermath, not his aftermath, which is basically saying it's a few days after he died, versus in the other comics how it's about a week later after he dies. This is literally the second day, and it was Friday. If I had read the last issue, which I do not read Batman Incorporated, I do not read that shit at all, so don't judge me. If I had read it, I probably have felt more for this comic, but I really didn't, so yeah, that's enough of that. But if you want to read Batman, it's pretty good, Grant Morrison, not really a big fan of him, but these two dudes, yeah, their art's really good, you know, their art's really good. And yeah, so if you want to read Batman, go read it. The Last of Us, 104. So I have this little kind of OCD about buying comics that are like short kind of type thing, kind of like comics that aren't going to last long. About like if they have 1 or 4 or something like that, I'm definitely going to buy it because I really enjoy. My voice is dying out. Fuck. I really do enjoy these type of comics because they're kind of like something you can have even after when they ended, because they're never going to go out of date. Somebody can read them and enjoy them and put them down. It's like an essential story to The Last of Us. Now, I wasn't really interested in The Last of Us until I read this, and I actually just went and pre-ordered it probably about 2 weeks ago. Really good story. It's about Ellie, who's basically an orphan, and she's took to an orphanage, and yeah, it's kind of like it's a prequel before the actual game comes out in June, and the next issue is slated to come out May 28th, about 2 weeks before the game comes out. So I'm pretty matter of fact, about a week before the game comes out. So even after the game's done, but after the game comes out, that is still going to have type of you know what I mean. It's still going to have 2 issues left to come out. So it's probably going to go on throughout the entire summer, hopefully. And yeah, but if you want to read Last of Us, pretty good. It's made by Dark Horse Comics. I just don't think this comic should have been $4 though. It was it's not really expensive, but in total, yeah. And my favorite comic by far this entire year, at the most of this year. Not saying at this time, it's probably one of my favorite comics, and that's Superior Spider-Man issue 6. Oh my God, no homo. Spider-Man or Doc Ock, whatever you fucking want to call him. Oh my God, this dude, Doc Ock is just insane. Wait, the shit he did to these two. He literally comatose this dude. And the thing that really made me mad was the fact that these dudes aren't really these guys aren't really like A-list villains. They're like D-class villains. And Spider-Man can easily took them out, but I guess they got the upper hand on them, and they kind of were like, you little faggot. But best comic ever. If you want to read Spider-Man, this has nothing to do with any storyline or anything that's happening right now. So if you want to read Spider-Man, go read this. Go read this. This is freaking awesome. This is just awesome. But I'm not sure how to say this dude's name, so I'm not even gonna say it. But wow, just wow. Matter of fact, Dan Slott. I don't know. I didn't say Dan Slott. Yeah, Dan Slott. He's in. I guess he really wanted to show Spider-Man off, but Jesus Christ, Superior Spider-Man is starting to get really good. And issue 9 just came out this week with Doc Ock and etc. So if you want to go read Spider-Man, I highly suggest it's an easy jump on point because it really doesn't go back. But in the new issue, it's Spider-Man versus Avengers. You have to go pick up a Spider-Man versus Avengers, not Superior Spider-Man, but yeah, go pick up a Superior Spider-Man. It's a pretty awesome comic book, probably the best out of all these over a year. But yeah, go read that. Go read Superior Spider-Man, pretty awesome. And yeah, so thanks for watching, and please subscribe and like, and yeah, and share the video with everybody that likes to read comics. So peace, guys, and hope you enjoyed the video.